friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another review of Love After Lockup. Last night's episode was okay. It was a whole lot of see now Stan, child. So let's start off with see now Stan. But first, let me start off with this. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for the love y'all have shown me. Honey, baby! On last week's episode review, honey, y'all showed up. And you showed out. See, that's what you do at a family reunion. I appreciate y'all. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the family. And if you aren't a family member yet, what are you waiting on? Now, let's talk about see now Stan, delusional Stan, old Stan child. Now we see Stan and his hair, and his cat, and his dated home, but hey, he got a home and he got millions. He done made him a little midnight snack, y'all. He got him some grapes, some crackers, some cheese, some salami, or was that ham? I don't know what that, or was that prosciutto? And he gets a, you have a collect call from an inmate at a correctional facility. Child, it's his boo, child. The thing about Stan is, ever since his wife has passed away, I think Stan is lonely. He is a lonely man. And he wants that love so bad. That's what he wants. There's nothing wrong with it. But I do have a feeling that he's in for a rude awakening, child. She's all lovey-dovey and, you know, she wants to meet his daughters. The daughter says that I don't want to have nothing to do with this foolishness. Y'all seen the pictures. Honey, they done blurred out the daughters' faces. The daughter said, you up here on TV on the show called Love After Lockup, and you think we gonna support that? I think the F not. You better blur my face. We don't want to have no parts of you and this inmate love. She ain't doing nothing but using you, Daddy. That's what she's doing. But of course, see now Stan is like, my daughter's got it all wrong. She loves me. So here she is talking about, I want to meet you. Talking about, I want to meet your daughters. His daughters is almost the same age as Lisa. And then, see now, Stan dropped a bombshell. He said that when he dies, his inheritance, his will, 25% goes to his daughters. And the other 25% goes to Lisa. Now, he's been intimate with her, but they've only been together 2 or 3 times before she went to prison for drugs. And she's in the will. He said it's going to be a little bit over $500,000. Well played, Lisa. Well played. But then we start finding out more things about Lisa. Lisa keeps bringing up that she looks different because she had to cut all her hair out. Now see, I thought that she cut all her hair out because she was going through a butch period, honey. Oh no. She done got up in prison, done got into a fight, and honey, somebody done snatched her ball. Literally, they snatched her hair out. So she had to cut all her hair out. Let me tell you something. How serious was it for you, Lisa, to get snatched ball, honey? Talk about they was up in your face. Girl, I bet you was running that mouth. You was running that penis sucker, honey. And they said, we gonna show you. Better we can tell you, honey, they snatched her ball. Then we see Stan a wig shop. Now, which one of you producers went on Facebook and searched black wig shops in the area? Now, what does 65-year-old white senile Stan know about a wig shop? First of all, Stan, why are you buying Lisa 3 wigs? She's not a cancer survivor. She got snatched bald because she was running her penis sucker. Her hair will grow back, but he done went up in there in Chandra's wig and supply shop and done spent $1,300 on 3 wigs. That was the easiest sale Chandra had ever done. So then, he tells us that Lisa comes from a house, a family of criminals. Honey, her dad is a K-I-L-L-E-R. Let me say it again. K-I-L-L-A. That's what he was. And then she got 2 or 3 brothers that got inmate numbers in and out of prison. Then she calls him. Now he knows all this. He knows that she comes from a family that should be in that movie, A House of 1,000 Corpses, honey. Shout out to Rob Zombie. He knows all this. Is she still going to inherit possibly $500,000? See now, Stan, I would need for you to go to a lawyer ASAP and change that. If I was his daughters, I would be livid. So he gets a call from her, and she tells him that one of the brothers who's been in and out of prison done went on a whole episode of Cops on a high-speed chase, and now he in jail. $30,000 bond, and she asking him to bail out her stupid-ass brother. She come talking about, I don't know. I mean, you know, he's done been down this road before, but, you know, I just think that maybe, you know, we should try to get him out. And then she says, I've been down this road 7 times. She has been in prison 7 times. Woo, Lord, honey. Y'all know her rap sheet is as long as a what, y'all? CVS receipt. And here is Stan talking about, oh no, I don't know. That's a terrible situation. See now. Tell Lisa, I don't know your brother. Your brother is not my responsibility. He ain't getting 30 G's out of me. He can stay in jail. He can rot in jail. He can be in jail. You ain't getting my money. But he out here, heeing and hawing, knowing the inside of his jaw. You silly self. You're too old, Stan. So he's heeing and hawing and, I don't know. Thank God the minutes ran out on that call. Honey, see now, Stan is getting played. It's getting played. Let's move on. Now let's talk about Courtney and Josh. Courtney is behind a barrier in some old raggedy parking lot with a dill pickle outfit on. Josh, he finally home after 11 years. Now, let me ask y'all something, friends. Josh, the one that wrote those prison notes, those prison letters, child, that Courtney found, that moved her so much, that touched her spirit. He's writing about abandonment and loneliness. Josh, that she got fired, arrested, and now on probation. That's what his prison notes did to her. Josh. Courtney? Okay. And why does Courtney always look like she's about to smile when she's talking. Have y'all noticed that? Courtney's like, I'm like, girl. So Josh, he's finally home. And y'all, there's something not quite right with Josh. Did y'all see that left eye? That left eye ain't connected to the right eye, honey. That left eye was over here. I was like, who you looking at, Josh? I was like, Josh, I'm over here, Josh. Where you going? Where you going, Josh? See, when you move this way, that eye ain't going nowhere. That Josh right here, the rider, done moved women to get fired from their jobs. This is the Josh. Okay, look, that's who you love. So, of course, he's excited. You know, he hasn't, been out in 11 years. It's time to get something to eat. He done got him some cherry pie, a big gulp, and a hamburger, honey, that rocked his world, child. I bet. Ooh, you know it was good to him. But he's feeling kind of nervous because he says that he haven't had sex in 11 years. But see, what they've been doing is the, phone sex thing. We TV and Love After Lockup producers, if y'all don't go and lay on hot coals, why do we need to hear all this sex stuff? I don't want to hear about it, and I daggone sure don't want to see all that slobbering and kissing. Ooh, just gross. And then he come talking about, let daddy use your thighs as earmuffs. I said, ugh. So they get home. She's nervous, he's nervous, but she's like, listen, okay, I'm in it, okay? He needs to crack this back. So he's looking around the house. Now, she got these dogs. Now, you got dogs in your house, okay. You got animals in your house, all right. That's your prerogative. But when it's time for you to get it on, please get them dogs off that bed. Did y'all see them dogs just laying and licking and sniffing and digging on the bed before you try to knock boots? So Courtney and Josh, they're talking about how, it's about to get it on and how they're ready and, they're kissy, huggy, and then it's time to get it on. Who's in the attendance? 3 big dogs. What those sheets smell like, y'all? What does those sheets smell like? Wet dog, honey. Kibbles and bits. You better go somewhere. Kick them dogs out that bedroom. Let's move on. Let's talk about Brittany and Ray. Man, I can't wait till Ray gets out. I want to see this. So Brittany, as we know, she's had a past, honey. Her ex-boyfriend was a hot mess. He physically abused her. She had to call 911, throw his butt in jail. He was a hot mess, apparently. Brittany comes from a well-to-do household. She comes from a family that expects her to bring home a doctor, lawyer, engineer, not someone who got a whole inmate number. Not someone who was a street pharmacist. Not someone like Ray. So she's been carrying on this relationship for 9 months, and it is time for her to tell her family. So she goes over her daddy's house, her daddy and mama's house. It's his birthday. Honey, they look like a family that, honey, I would love to sit down at a table with. Let me tell y'all something. Brittany's family looks like my family. That's what Brittany's family look like. Brittany's family look like a family I can hang with, honey. I can chill with, child. And Papa Brittany, baby, honey, I would have a good old time with Papa Brittany. She's there, everybody eating. And she says, well, I got something to tell you. So they're like, what? She says, well, I've been dating somebody for 9 months. They said, what? You've been dating somebody for 9 months and you didn't tell nobody? No, I didn't tell nobody. Why? Well, his name is Ray, and he's in prison. Child, when I tell you, Papa Brittany said, oh no. Oh no. And then Mama Brittany said, girl. Honey, her sisters was like, now I know you lied. You mean to tell me you going down this road again? You didn't learn your lesson from the ex? You traumatized me. That's what Mama Brittany was saying. Mama Brittany said, you don't traumatize me with your ex relationship. Brittany said, pump your brakes, Mom. Okay? Do not compare Ray to my ex. See, my ex was a hot mess. Ray isn't. See, Ray got his stuff together. Honey, they was tore up from the floor up, child. And so, Papa Brittany said, listen, we ain't got nothing against people who was incarcerated. Okay? We ain't got nothing against them. We just don't want our daughter involved with someone like that. Because, see, they can tell you anything on the inside, but once they get out on the outside, that's when they show their true colors. Isn't that what we already know? Inmates, prisoners, they will tell you whatever you want to hear on the inside because they can. They getting your money. You're taking their phone calls. You're putting money on their books. You sending them money for commissary. Of course they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. I'll get to Rachel in a minute. So, Brittany, of course, says that he's not like that. He's going to change his life. He's different. All this bunch of mess. So then, they said, okay, well, where he going to live when he get out? She says that first he has to go to a halfway house, and then he's going to get paroled to his dad's house. That's what she told the family. But then she says, oh, he's getting paroled to my house. See, that's what he's going to do. I said, Lord, have mercy, child. For some reason, and I know, but for some reason, I want Brittany and Ray to work out. Is that weird? I know it's weird, but for some reason, I want them two to work out. Maybe because I want to see more of her family. Because, honey, her family look like they'll be a good old time, child. Let's move on. Y'all, what's wrong with Rachel? Now, I know I said Rachel foolish, but Rachel foolish. Why does she think everything is cutesy in the game? Confounded cute. Confounded cute. They call it flexing. So here she is meeting up with her mama. Okay? Honey, don't they look alike? I said, now that's your dog. So she's talking to Doug. And Doug is barking orders from prison. He's telling her what to get done, how to get done. This is how you need to do it. You're dragging your feet. Do it now, do it now, do it now. This is how he's talking to her. And then here she is. Oh, wow. He's in a tizzy. Rachel, if you don't shut up. Talking about he in a tizzy. Cute. Honey, we haven't even met Doug, but we've done heard everything we need to know about Doug. Doug is controlling, and he talks down to you, barking them orders. And then here she is. Oh, wow. He's in a tizzy. Rachel, if you don't shut up. Talking about he in a tizzy. Honey, we haven't even met Doug, but we've done heard everything we need to know about Doug. Doug is controlling, and he talks down to you, barking them orders. And then here she is. He's in a bad mood. So she goes in, she sees her mom, and her mom is just like shaking her head like every other family member. Her mom is like, why are you doing this? Did you not learn from your last relationship? Now see, Rachel, honey, this is the third inmate. See, she didn't learn from her last relationship. Honey, he was a whole mess. He was a user and a heroin addict. She said it ended badly. So the mama was like, yeah. Okay, it ended badly. An inmate. But see, here's Rachel. Rachel says, Doug is totally different. Do you want to know why, Mom? Because Doug didn't have an addiction problem. See, Rachel is correlating her last relationship to heroin, to addiction. Honey, it seems like to me Doug got more problems. Doug got controlling issues, possibly anger issues, child. But you call it a tizzy. He talking to you, down to you. And you think, he cute, he cute. So she says, oh no, Doug's different. He don't have an addiction problem. So the mama said, how much money you done spend on him? How much? $30,000. Hotels, gas, phone calls, food. $30,000 she done spent on him. And she's helped raising his son. And this is how he's talking to you. Rachel said that Doug is giving her the attention that she needs. Doug is the only guy she has ever been with that has ever given her the attention that she needs. Honey, that's sad. See, again, Doug is telling you all this from the inside. What is it going to be like on the outside? Of course he's telling you how beautiful you are, how lovely you are, how much you mean to him. He want those Debbie cakes, those oodles and noodles. He want those 25 calls a day. And he's talking to you like you are nothing. Barking orders. Girl, Rachel, you are in for a rude awakening. Honey, I can't wait for Doug to get out. I cannot wait. Let's move on. Last and certainly least, Dante. Somebody said that his name is Deontay. Let me tell you something. Until he can get his priorities together, he's Dante. Dante is out here talking about he makes $25 an hour. Dante is out here bragging about he done spent $3,000 on an inmate, giving her $1,000 cash, got a whole sex toy in the dishwasher. He done spent $20,000 to $30,000 on an inmate. He didn't learn his lesson the last time. So he's doing it again. Dante is riding around, what is that? A Malibu, which is very nice vehicle. But Dante is riding around with a Malibu, done spent all this money, and he can't put a rim on his tire and fix that dent. Now see, if it's a Deontay, they would have had that situated. So he's going to be a Dante all day, every day. When he puts that car in reverse, it screeches. When he opens up the door, it creaks. That's a Dante. You done spent $20,000 to $30,000 on her, and you can't put a rim on your tire and pop out that dent. You're a Dante. Don't come at me with no Deontay. Get out of here. So we have Dante, honey. He's getting all freshening up, child. It is time for his boo to get out. Now, let me make another correction. Me, I was thinking Goochland was the only prison in the state of Virginia. Female. Child, somebody told me Fluvanna. It's Fluvanna now. So he's going to pick up his boo thing in Fluvanna Correctional Facility. He's nervous. He's freshening up and he says, oof, I cannot wait to crack that back. He's excited. Okay, it's been a year and a half. So he's waiting in the fog, standing in the middle of the road, and so she finally comes. And listen, she looks like a regular schmegular girl. She said that when she was 16, she got hooked up with a bad boy. She starts taking pills, and honey, them pills done made her lose her mind. She said that she was out there fighting and robbing. I said, that's what pills do? What kind of pills you taking in Troy, Virginia? Honey, that's some of them wolf pills. And then she said Xanax. Honey, I thought Xanax supposed to mellow you out. It got you out here fighting? Girl. But she looks regular, just a regular white girl, honey, from, Virginia, child. Y'all see what was in her back pocket, honey? She had her some Bath and Body Works. Honey, lotion, child. What was it, child? What was the Bath and Body Works lotion she had? Cucumber Millie. Radiant Stars. Raspberry Delight. Lemon Meringue Pie. What type of Bath and Body Works lotion she have in that back pocket? So, of course, kissy kissy, huggy huggy, they were excited to see each other. Dante said, I got a surprise for you, child. Honey, he done brought out the champagne. I was like, is she supposed to be drinking? I'm like, girl, do you supposed to be drinking? Now, I know you on probation. You don't supposed to be drinking, girl. Dante said, I don't care, honey. This night is our night. So they're drinking on the side of the road, hugging, kissing. He done gave her the $1,000 in cash. She fanning herself. She's like, cha-ching. I was like, if y'all don't get in that car and sit down somewhere, go on, get off the side of the road. Child. Honey, that's Dante, child. And as we find out next week, she got a secret. She said she's been holding a secret. Dante, I'm going to need for you to get that dent fixed in your car and in your head. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.